Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing ELAC's brand new subwoofer, the ELAC Varro PS250. Now the PS250 is the junior of a new range, and this range is going to be absolutely stunning. It's pretty competitively priced, and compared with many specialist subwoofer brands, it's actually really good. Now the PS250 has a 250 watt power amplifier on board, peaking at about 500. They do a bigger one, the 350, guess what? It's a 350 watt power amplifier, peaking at 700, and so on up the range. Nice and easy to understand, and you kind of get what you pay for. This is entry level to the new range and extremely affordable. Yet its performance is stunning. Gets down to 27 Hertz. So let's have a look. Okay, brand new packaging. ELAC's packaging is always kind of boring though, let's be honest. It's just black printing on a brown box. What we see here is a couple of things from a perspective of a consumer. We've got its dB rating. Now this is room. It's a little bit less in a coat chamber, but its performance is absolutely staggering at 107 dB performance. Stunning, and of course it's because of a combination of a lot of things. The first one being the BASH Amplifier that is now iconic to the ELAC range. The second thing I want to show you is the implementation in allusion to the new app, the Control app. It's a throw app. You don't have to keep it on your phone forever. It uses Bluetooth to dial into the amplifier, and with that change and set up all of the elements of the subwoofer. It enables the sub to be from the comfort of your sitting position, dialed up any number of the equalization and changes that you may wish to do, and obviously volume and things as well. Nevertheless, it's got its model number here of the PS250. It's in black. It's a laminate black. Okay. Premium subwoofer. We've got scannable information associated with the model number and serial number on one side, emulation of the other, and again model and serial number on the end. The packaging is very straightforward to open. It's a factory tape, you know, basic sellotape. Opening it, we see a repeat of what's on the side of the box, talking about how important it is that we download the app and some of the basic connectivity associated with it as well. Now, pulling that out with your fingers, it's just a cardboard cover. We see a manual. Now that's sort of cupping the power cord. So there's a big desiccant bag. There's a New Zealand IEC 3-pin power plug. And there's the quick start guide along with the floor spikes. Now the floor spikes, in fact I'll go grab them. The floor spikes are big and chunky. They've been really well thought out. And if you think about the way that a subwoofer could potentially sort of rattle and vibrate, the quality of the spikes are actually quite important. Now for obvious reasons, don't use it on a tiled or wooden floor, or use some cups or something like that. But please, look, hang around for some photographs, you'll see the close-ups. These are awesome milled spikes that sit right through the carpet into a hard surface beneath. Nevertheless, from here it's pretty straightforward. There's a little bit of closed cell foam, a little cutaway, I'll get rid of that. And then two pieces of polystyrene. Now when you're unboxing something as bulky as a subwoofer, you've got a couple of things to look at. And the first is whether or not you roll the subwoofer over and slide the box off. But for today's video, we're going to just pick it up and drag it out. Now, looking at the sub, you see firstly that the grill is completely separate in a cardboard box. Now, something really cool, because most people are going to open a cardboard box like this, taped closed, with a craft knife. Well, what ELAC engineers have done, even just the packaging, is that there's an overlap in the cardboard, so that it stops somebody from being able to drag the craft knife across the sellotape and end up cutting their brand new grill. So this is absolutely awesome to see. Just those little things. clearly not their first rodeo as far as delivering products into your living room perfect and intact. Right, now the grill. They're using acoustically transparent black cloth. It's got an awesome centrally located ELAC logo, and the grill itself is reinforced to the sides but left transparent in the middle. The pegs or pucks or whatever you want to call them are big and oversized, so it's certainly not going to let you down and won't rattle or chatter. Now, despite this being a budget subwoofer, it's got a 10-inch driver, again as I alluded to, 250 watts peaking at 500. It weighs about 16-17 kilos, so it's by no means an underweight, under sort of performing sub. For its price, it's utterly perfect. So, pausing for a moment, carefully sort of rock this a little bit to get a finger underneath the sub. And then lift it out. Now, there's nothing that remains in the box, so we'll just pick it up and get rid of it. Right, so clearly the subwoofer is then protected inside a basic sort of closed cell foam bag, one of these classic kind of bubble paper bags. Rolling it over carefully and then opening it from the bottom, we see some of the investment that ELAC has made, even just in the feet. These, with a big rubber pad, are designed to sit on a hardwood floor and absorb any of the vibration. You certainly don't want a subwoofer as capable as this chattering or rattling annoyingly in a space, so they've invested in some decent feet. Rolling it forward, you see that there's also a massive port, and that port is designed to let that woofer breathe properly without creating any port chuffing. It's a huge port and it goes all the way in. You should also be able to see the pre-taps for the large spikes that I've alluded to already. Carefully rolling it over and taking the last of this bag off, we get to see the cabinet for the first time. Now again, this is a budget product, so they're using a basic black laminate, but that's only the finish that they've compromised, because everything has gone into the cabinet design, the driver, and of course the amplification. The cabinet itself is really, really rigid. There's bracing elements and other things internally to ensure that the magnet structure is supported and that standing waves and other things are dealt with as well. Plus, with those bracing elements, you end up with a vibration-free cabinet. Again, all at a really, really good budget price point. Again, there's the 10-inch drive unit, and you can see it's recessed behind one of these rings. And this ring is, by the way, part of projecting the sound wave accurately into the space. The drive unit itself is reinforced and is high excursion, so heaps of dynamics and movement. The ELAC logo is emulated from the speaker cloth grill at front and centre, and the 4 peg holes for the grill itself. Again, high excursion with a big rubber annulus around it. Looking at it, you can see that it's almost a cube, and that's part of its beauty, although as we pause you can see that the corners are rolled. Now, part of that is associated with the cabinet build and keeping things really rigid and glued in place. Part of it is also that these sharp edges, you know, you can disguise a subwoofer's size by adding a few curves, so it's nice to see. Nevertheless, at the back, it's the inputs and outputs that really make this subwoofer work well. The first we'll see is an implication associated with the BASH amplification, a bit of information about the serial number and, the Bluetooth ID and the serial number on a scan at the top. Again, it's part of ELAC's new Premium subwoofer series, and it shows the model number and associated with it, along with a web address and you would expect. It's got a jog control sort of volume. It's just a rotary encoder. It performs no real other function other than to adjust the volume. The rear USB is for the purposes of software updating and servicing. Now, the software is associated with the app and other control mechanisms. If I understand correctly, this will also provide the 5 volts associated with a wireless receiver. There's a reset button, and that's associated again with the pairing of the app. There is a twin line input, one of them clearly marked right and LFE for the purposes of using a single input from a home theatre amplifier. If you're using this in a stereo configuration, then it pays to run a second subwoofer cable to it in a left and right and let it bring the signal down to mono and deal with it internally as far as the stereo signal. Then we've got a basic on and off rocker switch and the IEC socket. Now underneath that is a fuse, and if I understand correctly there's actually a spare fuse in that sort of slide out compartment. So there we have it. ELAC's brand new PS250 10-inch 250 watt peaking at 500 BASH amplifier on board, App Control, awesome budget subwoofer, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.